The Inside Lane Cup Series is back, and this time it's for the All-Star Race event at the Philadelphia Raceway. And we're going to give you your ones to watch like usual. Chris Buescher on the pole today for the All-Star Open event. And a good underdog to watch, Daniel Suarez starting third. Pretty good starting spot for him. And Ryan Preece in the 41 car. He's a great short track racer. We mentioned this at Bristol. And now for our qualifying, in row 1 we have Chris Buescher and Eric Almirola. And then in row 2, behind them, we have that 99 of Daniel Suarez and the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. In row number 3 is the 19 Bass Pro Shops machine of Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott. And then in row 4, we have Tyler Reddick and the 21 car of Harrison Burton. In row number 5, we have William Byron in that 24 and Ryan Preece. In row 6, the 23 of Bubba Wallace and the 1 of Ross Chastain. In row 7, in our final row, we have Eric Jones and then the 6 car of Brad Keselowski. Now, your race facts today: 7 laps, 14 cars, top 4 finishers advance to the main All-Star Race event. And now we're going to go green here in Philadelphia. Buescher and Almirola lead them into turn 1, but Almirola gets a great launch out of the outside lane and leads the first lap with this. It is the dominant lane. And as they head down the backstretch, we have a battle for the last position 3 wide. And now Almirola leads the first 2 laps of the day, as we're already almost halfway through this race. And we got a crash. Harrison Burton is around. Truex is on top of Ryan Preece. What happened here? Huge wreck. Looks like Burton took a very low entry or something and just made contact with Truex. All 4 of these guys are pretty much destroyed. Luckily, no one else got involved in this, but all 4 of these guys will be out of the race. As we've actually implemented a new rule into this series, the choose cone, where the drivers get to pick their lanes where they start for the restart. So, obviously, as we see now, Almirola chooses the top. It is the preferred lane in this track. Most of the guys who picked the bottom, besides Buescher, probably picked it for track position only. And now we're going to get back going with only 2 laps to go here in Philadelphia. As Buescher and Almirola lead them back to the green. There they go into turn 1. Buescher, great run on the bottom, and he's in the wall. They're both in the wall. Almirola and Buescher, the top 2 cars of the day, get taken out with 2 laps to go. Looks like Buescher just made an aggressive block fighting for the lead and took them both out. And now we're going to head to the choose cone yet again, and this time it's for overtime. Elliott inherited the lead out of nowhere, so he chooses the top lane, as actually it was an even split between top and bottom, surprisingly. But anyway, let's go back racing with 2 laps to go yet again. Elliott and Blaney lead them down into turn 1. Elliott with a great run out of the turn. Blaney settles in behind him, as the really only battle behind them is Bubba Wallace and Daniel Suarez as they take the white flag. Suarez getting a great run, and they're around. They're into the inside wall. Caution waves, and the race is over. Who got the final transfer spot because of that? And it was Brad Keselowski who inherited 2 positions on the final lap to make it into the final spot. But what happened here with the 23 and the 99? It looked like it probably just wrecked him out of desperation for the spot, because that was the final transfer spot. And I don't think he thought he was clear, because that's just too small of a gap to think you can fit into it. But did work out for the 6 of Brad Keselowski.
2 hours later.
Now we're back under the lights for the main event All-Star Race, where we have 16 of the series' best drivers going for $1 million prize. Our ones to watch for this race: pole sitter Kyle Larson, just a great all-around driver. He'll probably have a good shot at getting it done. Then Denny Hamlin, great at managing brakes at short tracks like this, especially tires as well. And our 4 All-Star Race advancees, starting from the back, but it is possible to pass here, so we'll have to see what they can do. Race facts: it's 10 laps, 16 cars, the winner gets $1 million. In row 1, we have the 4 car of Kevin Harvick and the 5 of Kyle Larson. And then behind them in row number 2 is the 38 of Todd Gilliland and the 11 car of Denny Hamlin. In row 3, the 8 of Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell share a row. And then in row number 4, the 14 of Chase Briscoe in the Shell Pennzoil 22 of Logano. In row 5, we have Alex Bowman in the 48 and Austin Cindric. In row 6, we got the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse and the 7 of Corey LaJoie. And then in row 7 is the 12 of Blaney and then the 9 of Chase Elliott. And then in the final row is the 6 of Brad Keselowski and the 24 car William Byron. And now we're going to get ready to go green here in Philadelphia. 10 laps. We're underway. Larson and Harvick lead them down in turn 1. Larson gets a great jump out of the corner. He is clear for the lead as they're 3 wide behind them. And Busch sends it 3 wide for the spot. Top 4 cars were single file, but Harvick is hungry for the lead. He's sending it down low and keeping some good pace with him as they're almost side by side, nose to nose as they exit the turn and into turn 1. Harvick edging in front of him. He might make the pass here. Slides up ahead of Larson. New leader in Philadelphia, it's Kevin Harvick. Now, the top 4 single file with Logano trying to make a pass. And Bell's around. He's into the wall. Huge hit for Cindric. Bell's on his side. Huge crash on the backstretch at Philadelphia. What a wreck. The red flag is out. A huge wreck for Christopher Bell. This kind of reminds me of an Epic Cup Series race a few years back. I think it was 3 years ago, so we'll put that on screen. Yeah, 3 years ago, we had Blaney get on the side at Martinsville. Just an insane wreck. As they have cleaned it up, it seems like, because the cars are rolling now, and we will be back going with, I think, 4 laps to go most likely. We'll see as they cross the stripe, as we're going to get ready to go back green flag racing. Harvick in the control position, side by side, into turn 1, but Harvick gets a great one, and Larson almost wrecks. He thought it was clear Denny, but he wasn't. Now Denny and Larson battle for second, as Hamlin tries to make the pass for second. He's almost there. Still not clear, though. Larson remains on the quarter panel, and now they're side by side through the corner as we go on board with Harvick. Down into turn 1 now. Harvick still leads Hamlin clear of Larson. Top 4 single file as we go down the backstretch. Into turn 3 and 4. Harvick's going to take the white flag as Hamlin's on the inside. Through turns 1 and 2, Hamlin makes a pass, but Harvick with the run. Back to the inside. Slide job for the win. Harvick wins it in Philadelphia. What a finish we just saw. Harvick won the race by just pulling the same move Hamlin did to him the one turn earlier. He just sent it in deep and slid his way into first, as it was an incredible finish. As we take a look at the results, Harvick wins. Hamlin came close but couldn't get it done. Larson's third. Busch is fourth. Elliott starting from pretty far back. He was in the All-Star Open. He ends up fifth. And you guys can read the rest of the results by pausing the video. But our next race will be a points-paying race, and the winner will be in the playoffs at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600. This is Inside Lane Cup Series signing off.
Pancakes!